Yo, what is happening, PokeMoshPitBeta? My name is BeastFRAME, and I get a really good game for you guys against my friend Amar4546. I'm like chilling this guy one day, and this guy's like, yo, you to battle? I'm like, sure, why not? So I'm like, ask what character you want to play, and this guy says like, oh, you doubles? And I'm like, okay, that sounds fun. I haven't played that too much. So before I show you guys a battle, I'm just gonna say some words, and that is, thank you to Scott and Rich. You guys are doing an awesome job here at PMPBeta. So let's just get this shit happening. Okay, so I'm challenged by Amar, and I'm gonna lead off with my Whimsicott and my Melodic. My opponent is gonna go ahead and lead off with his Bronzong and his Hitmontop, and I'm like, holy crap, a Trick Room team. So I'm gonna go ahead and try and taunt that Bronzong, but I completely fucking forget about that fake out. So that really sucks, because now he's free to go ahead and set up the Trick Room. So now all his fast Pokemon is slow. No, I'm sorry, now all his slow Pokemon are fast as hell. I'm sorry about that, but my Melodic is gonna go for the Surf. And it's choice specs, but it doesn't really do too much to his both of his Pokemon because of the new 5th gen mechanics, which will split up the damage in battles like this. So his Bronzong is gonna go for the Calm Mind as I leech seed it. Not a big deal though, because I got pokes who can handle it. So I'm gonna go for the Surf with my choice specs Melodic. It's not gonna do too much because, as I said, it will split up the damage. So he's gonna set in this Swampert right here, and honestly, I thought that thing was gonna like set up Stealth Rocks on me or something. But, yeah, you'll see next turn what's gonna happen. So, I'm gonna get some recovery, and, I'm gonna go for the taunt, because I don't want that thing setting up Stealth Rocks on me, or, like, curses, because I've seen cursing Swamperts in battle like this. So, he decides to go for an Earthquake, and that does a fuck ton to my Melodic. Like, seriously, it does a lot. But, it doesn't really do too much to Whimsicott because it's Grass type. So, it's gonna go for the Surf. It's not gonna quite take out the Bronzong, but, Leech Seed is gonna take that thing out from that range. So that is quite nice, because killing Pokemon is always quite nice, you know. So, I'm gonna get some recovery from that, Leech Seed. And I believe he's gonna send in a fucking Snorlax. Yes, indeed, he does. And I just hate this thing so much, because, like, I just hate Curse so much, because Curse and Rest, it just pisses me off, you know. So, I'm gonna go for the taunt. Because I just don't want that thing setting up on me. So he's gonna go for the Body Slam, and that is gonna take out my I almost said Bronzong, what the hell? But it's gonna take out my Aerofoon or my Whimsicott, and yeah, so he's gonna go for the Earthquake. It's not gonna quite work out for him because Articuno is a flying type, and he only hits a Snorlax, which is kind of failed. So I'm gonna switch into my Zangoose, and I'm gonna go for the Protect, because I believe this thing has guts in Dream World. I don't know really, but it's gonna go for the Body Slam on my Articuno. It's gonna Parahax me, but I don't really care about that. So I'm gonna go for the Tailwind, because I know it's the last turn of Trick Room this turn, so that is quite nice. So it's gonna get some recovery from leftovers and all that shit. So yeah, so Swampert gets some recovery, and the Toxic Orb activates. So yeah, I think that thing has got what's it called? Guts, or I don't know. I think it's got like an ability called Toxic Boost or something, I don't know. But he's gonna predict the close combat. So he's gonna set it in his Dusknoir just to take that. That was a good play on his part, because yeah. So I'm gonna go for the Toxic on his Swampert, and he goes for the Waterfall on my Zangoose. It's gonna do a hell of a lot of damage. So I wanted to take that thing out with a Facade the next turn after I get some Toxic damage, of course. So I believe I'm gonna go for the Facade the next turn. Yes, I do, and that is gonna take that thing out. So that is really nice. So his Swampert is dead, and I'm gonna go for the Toxic on his Dusknoir, because I know he's gonna go for the Trick Room again, and that really sucks, because now all his pokes will outspeed mine. But my Articuno may still be able to outspeed some of his pokes just because it's paralyzed. So I believe he's going to set in his Hitmontop. Yes, he does indeed set in his Hitmontop. And I don't want to take a Mach Punch from that thing, because I don't want to lose my Zangoose right now. So I'm going to set in my Smexy time, just as Death Fodder basically. So it's obviously going to die to that Mach Punch. That kind of sucks, but nothing I can do about that. So he's going to get some Life Orb damage, and he's going to go for the fucking Confuse Ray. I just hate that move so much. I just hate it so much, because now he's gonna troll me for the rest of the fucking game with that Parafusion thing. So I'm gonna get paralyzed. I don't really care about that, because it's not really much Articuno can do anyways, but it just pisses me off anyways. So I'm gonna set in my Luxray, I believe, as the Tailwind goes away. So I'm gonna set in my overpowered TCG, because this thing used to be the most over motherfucking powered thing ever in Pokemon TCG last year. So He's gonna go for the Confuse Ray on my Luxray. It doesn't really work out because I go for the Protect. So him on top is gonna go for the Rock Slide. It's not gonna take out my Articuno because, as I said, it's gonna split up the damage in a battle like this. So my Articuno is gonna get some leftovers recovery, and the Burn Orb on my Luxray is gonna activate this turn. And I'm gonna switch out of there with my Articuno into my Fat King just because I know I can take a Rock Slide from that thing. And he's gonna go for the Confuse Ray on my Luxray, and that is just really gonna suck because it's just gonna be annoying as hell. So he's gonna go for the Rock Slide. It's not gonna do anything to my Nidoking because it's resisted, and my Luxray gets fucking flinched. Holy shit! So I'm gonna get some burn damage, and he's gonna go for the Sucker Punch with his Top on my Luxray, and then he's gonna go for the his Dusknoir is gonna go for the Sucker Punch on my Luxray, and then he's gonna go for the Mach Punch on my Nidoking. And I'm gonna hit myself like an idiot again. Oh my god, I just hate that so much. So I'm gonna go for the Earth Power, and that is gonna take out. No, it's not gonna take it out, but it's almost gonna take that thing out. So, well, it's gonna die to the Toxic, so that is all cool. So his Dark Knight is gonna die, and I'm gonna leave it with epic 1 HP to that burn, which is just epic as fuck. So my Fat King is gonna get out of there, and I'm sending my Freeze and Chile again. And at this point, I thought he said Motov to go for the Mach Punch to take out my Luxray, but instead he goes for the Protect, which I did not see coming. But then I realized it was probably the best thing he could do. So Luxray's gonna take himself out with the Confusion, which I do not care about because I was going for the Hemotop. So his Snorlax is gonna go for the Body Slam. It's not gonna take out Articuno, but I don't really care about that because Articuno is kind of useless at this point. So I'm sending my Fat King right now, and he's gonna go for the Mach Punch on my Articuno, and that is gonna take it out. So he's gonna die to the Life Orb, and that is great because now that Hitmontop is dead. So I'm gonna go for the Earth Power. It's not gonna do too much of that fucking fat Snorlax because Snorlax is fat, you know. So he's gonna go for the Body Slam. It's not gonna take out my Fat King, which is great because I need this thing for later. So I'm gonna send in my Painkiller right now, and he's gonna send in a Magnezone, I believe. Yes, he does. And I'm gonna go for that Close Combat and take out that Snorlax, which is great. So what's it called? My Nidoking is gonna go for the Earth Power on that Magnezone. I thought it was gonna take it out, but as you'll see right here, he's gonna have a Focus Sash and he's gonna live with 1 HP, so that kind of sucks. But it doesn't really matter at this point because he's gonna take out something, and he's gonna take out my Zangoose, and then I can just take it out with Nidoking and use whatever moves. So I'm gonna go for the Earth Power and take that thing out, which means that is game. So that was an awesome game on MoshPit. Links for his channel will be in the description as well as mine. Don't forget to check him out. He deserves subs. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to PokeMoshPitBeta and PokeMoshPit, of course. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this battle. If you did, please remember to give a like, comment, all of that stuff. And yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.